Alright, we're back for another Freestylin Fridays. Came up with the idea last second. I was going to do something else, but came up with the idea to do stuffed like taco peppers. So yeah, we're going to start off. First thing first, I need some oil. Alright, we're back for another Freestylin Fridays. Today we're going to be doing some stuffed bell peppers. I had a different idea, a little too complicated, don't really want to do it right now. So we're going to do stuffed peppers with like taco type of meat. We'll see how it comes out. We got some oil in the pan, got to turn on the stove. And we'll throw in first probably about a half an onion, just diced as small as I cared to do it. And we're just going to cook those off until they are starting to go clear, and then we will move on from there. Probably put in some garlic. Alright, these are about 75% of the way there, and I'm going to add in half a tablespoon of jarred garlic as I like to call it. Start mixing that in, get everything mixed together. You don't need to cook the garlic for too long, so that's why I wait until the onions are about 75% of the way there. And then once we get the onions and garlic to where we want them, we will add in the ground beef. It's going to be a decent amount of ground beef. I'm sure I will have extras after stuffing the peppers, but that is fine by me. Just moving it around, keeping it stirring, and we will be back when it is good. Alright, it's about at the point where we can add the ground beef, so we'll go ahead and do that now. Get out of here. It's like a pound and a half, give or take. And we're just going to start breaking it up and browning it off. There'll probably be a decent amount of grease. This is 80-20, so probably be a good little bit of grease that we'll have to drain out, but that's okay. I will show a trick that I use later on. Yeah, we're just going to break it up and keep it moving and browning it, and once it's brown, we will be good to go to the next step. Alright, again, we're about 75% of the way there. What I'm going to do, because we do have a good amount of grease, is I'm going to pull everything off to the side here, and then I'm going to grab some paper towel. And grab 2 squares, fold it up over, and fold it into like a long strip like this. And then tilt your pan. You'll see all the grease is going to pool up. Give it a second for a lot of it to come out. And then we can go ahead and just drop the paper towel in there. You might have to do this a few times depending on how much grease you have, but I will go ahead and get it all out of here and we will be back. Alright, so we have all of the grease out, or as much as I care to get out. Now we're going to want to add in some taco seasoning. I made some myself. You can use packet seasoning. I will put the ingredients below for the seasoning mix that I made. We're going to go ahead and mix that in. Get everything mixed together, and then we're going to throw in like, I don't know, 3/4 cup of water, give or take. I don't think I'll add this whole thing. Yeah, I'll do like half of that. So then we'll go ahead and get everything mixed together. And now it's just a matter of cooking off all of the water and letting it thicken a bit with the cornstarch. Keep breaking up bigger bits of meat. And then in the meantime, go ahead and cook up some rice. I'm just going to use instant rice. You could use really anything. But yeah, we're going to cook the rice while this is cooking, and then mix it together for going in the peppers. Alright, we got a cup of instant rice, or 10-minute rice, minute rice, whatever it's called, and then a cup of water, and that's just going to go in the fridge for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, or in the fridge, in the microwave for 10 minutes or so, and then we'll mix them all together. Alright, now we have a can of black beans. We're just going to throw in with the meat. Mix them all in. Give them a bit of time to soften. Don't need super long. Just going to kind of mix them in and let them cook for a minute or two. We got about 5 minutes left on the rice. And yeah, we'll go ahead and let those cook, soften up a little bit, and let the rice finish cooking, and then everything will get mixed together in a big bowl to be stuffed into peppers. Alright, we're turning the heat off, and I'm going to let these start to kind of just cook in their own residual heat for a decent little bit while the rice finishes. We got 4 minutes, so I will be back when that is finished. Alright, in the meantime, I have 2 peppers already cut. We will go ahead and show one on camera. It's really simple. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the top off, and then go ahead and get the top out of the way. And then you're just going to kind of cut around the edges, not too far. You don't want to go all the way down into the bottom, then you'll open up the bottom. You just got to detach all these little sides. And then you're going to reach right in, pull the whole center out with all the seeds. Go ahead and throw that away. And then I kind of just go in and get any of the white out of there as much as I can. Just kind of cut it, and then you can go in and just kind of pull them out. I didn't do the best job of this one. I just broke the side of it. Good thing we did 2 extras. But you can go ahead and kind of get everything out, and then you will have a nice clean one. This one definitely did not come out well, but that is okay. And you can see there's still a good bit of the white on the bottom, so I'm going to get a little bit of that out if I can. Which it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to without breaking the bottom, so I'll get what I just cut, and then we'll call it on that. So there we go, that's 3, and we will be back when everything is ready to go. Alright, we got everything ready to go. We got a nice big bowl. We're going to go ahead and dump the taco meat and beans. You can see it's kind of a little greasy, but we will get the rice in there, and that's going to soak up most of it and just be very flavorful. I need to grab an oven mitt to put my bowl of rice in here because it's very hot. I'll go ahead and dump that in. And then, once we have that put in there, get my oven mitt taken off. We can go ahead and just kind of mix everything together. It's kind of looking very similar to what I made last week, just kind of different seasonings, I suppose. And yeah, you're just going to get this all mixed together. Give it a little time to sit, and it'll kind of come together. And then it's just a matter of stuffing it into the tacos, or into the peppers. So we'll let that sit for a minute. I just realized how off-center that was. Oh well, we'll be back when we are ready to stuff the peppers. Okay, as you can see back here, I also went ahead and shredded some cheese, but we are going to go ahead and get started with stuffing the peppers. We're just going to grab a bunch of the meat and just spoon it in, push it down a bit, and just fill it up to the top, just like that. Do the same on all 3. I'm going to bring this one over here. Alright, so now we have all 3 stuffed. Hands are a mess, but we got it done. So now I just need to put some tin foil on a cookie sheet, put these on there, put the cheese on top, and then bake. Alright, we got these all lined up on a cookie sheet with some tin foil. Now we're just going to top them with cheese. And put a decent amount on there. On each one. You can kind of stuff it down in further too. Use it as an opportunity to do that. And then the last one. And alright, now we just need to get these in the oven, so I will be back in a different position. Okay, now we are going to put the peppers in the oven and cook for like 20 minutes at 425, give or take. So go ahead and throw that on for around 20 minutes and we'll be back when they are done. Alright, I just pulled it out of the oven and it looks pretty good. This is the second take. I just cut one in half without recording it, so we'll cut this one in half. This one's a little harder to cut because it's bigger, but there. It's a bit of a mess, but it does look good. Cut off another piece to try. Get some of the meat on there. Oh no. Making a mess. Definitely crunchy, but I give it like a 7.5 out of 10.